Beautiful spring evening in Chicago. Inside the United Center, here are the starting lineups for tonight's Game 7. Reggie Miller held under double figures for the first time in the playoffs in Game 6, but of course he virtually won Games 3 and 4 for the Pacers. Chris Mullin had 18 points here in Game 2 on 6 of 10. Since then, 18 points total on 6 of 23, averaging only 4.5 points a game. They need some offense. And Dick Harder. Here's Phil Jackson's lineup. Michael Jordan needs just 5 points tonight to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time leading playoff scorer. Kukoc in the starting lineup again, but if Dale Davis begins to get into the blocks and score early, we'll see Rodman off the bench sooner than we have earlier in this series. Phil Jackson, the all-time leading coach in terms of winning percentage in both the regular season and the playoffs.
Locker room, and mainly because of the uncertainty. Like you reported earlier, Michael Jordan told me he's only been in this situation 3 times, only 1 time successfully, which makes him feel uneasy. He also said he's feeling a lot of pressure, not so much on how he'll play.
Thanks a lot. The last time a road team won a 7th game as late as the conference finals or finals, the Philadelphia 76ers against Bird's Celtics at Boston Garden in 1982. One of 2 7th games that Larry Bird lost in 8 tries. His Celtics won 6 of 8 7th games. Chicago with the game's first possession. Pippen drives, misses on the run, and Jackson has the loose ball.
Look to the Bulls today to put more ball pressure on. They thought their ball pressure was very weak in Game 6.
Miller lobs to Smits. He finds Dale Davis, who gets inside for the dunk. Began with Dale Davis getting position inside and slamming one home. He ended with a playoff career high of 19. Kukoc ties it, that's a foul.
You can see early in it.
Dick Bavetta and Jack Neese. 3-2. Pippen trying to thwart Jackson as he has most of the series. Smits gives it back to Jackson, who hits the baseline. Kukoc. Short. Rebound to Jordan. His first shot is a putback. And Dale Davis. Miller. On the run, scoops it up, and it rolls. Move. Behind a Davis screen, and now Miller. Smits. He hit 11 of 12. Now it's Jordan on Jackson as Mark brings it to the front court. Mullin lays it in, and Indiana hasn't missed with Kukoc in this matchup against Davis. Davis again, good again. For the time being, Davis is averaging just under 9 points a game in the playoffs overall. He has 2 baskets here, was fouled another time, and missed the 2 free throws. After the timeout, it's Jordan. Miller has the assignment on him. He gets around him and lays it in. No basket. No basket. Jordan slipping a bit, regaining his footing. The shot swatted away by Dale Davis, and cleanly. Michael recovers it.
This is what you don't want if you're Chicago. Michael expending so much energy early in this game trying to get his shot.
And Dick Bavetta stops play. Chris Mullin picks up his first. Kukoc to Pippen, and now Jordan. The crowd seemingly stunned. Rather quiet at this stage. Good pass to Harper from Jordan. Davis again. Double team, so he gets it out to Jackson for 3.
There's that.
Davis turns to face the hoop. It's Kukoc alone on him. Now Harper comes on the double. Davis hits the turnaround.
I think he's riding the bike, so he'll be coming into the game.
Kukoc with a bad miss. Here comes Jackson back the other way. Jackson in the hoop. Slammed away from behind by Pippen, who fouled him. Now, the last time these 2 teams played here,
Bob, great balance right now for the Pacers. Everybody in the game has a field goal.
Jackson. Smits. Pippen got a hand on it. Longley picks it up. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Michael to Pippen the track.
Rodman and Jordan.
Here's Michael. It's McKee on him now. Miller comes over on the double team. Scotty with the floater.
I think they're going to have...
Dale Davis against Kukoc once again. 3 seconds to shoot, and Miller slices. Pippen 5 of 8 at the line so far. Miller for 3. He felt it, caught it, looking to take it back to 10 before the first quarter ends. Miller, Rodman up on him, pass in the lane to Davis, little jumper, off, loose ball, grabbed by Rodman, heaves it at the horn, and after one, the Pacers, who are up by 13 at one point, lead by 8. 2-point game. Kukoc again. Good again. Reggie to Mullen. Mullen into the lane. And got the roll. So Mullen, who had given them virtually nothing since game 2,
away from him, so Pippen couldn't block the shot.
Kukoc, 3 in a row, and that was a 3. Like a putt that won't drop. Miller, another 3. Got it again.
What a great screen, though, by Smith. Scotty tried to get up to the inside. Smith adjusted his. Reggie's getting a lot of open shots today.
Now, you may ask why Mullen and Miller are wide open right now. That's because Smith and Davis are in the game.
Pippen was Jordan. Deals it out to Harper. Kukoc feeling it. And why not? His second consecutive. Has been riding the bike down in the tunnel. He'll be back soon, we would guess. But not for Kukoc as long as he stays this high. Here's Pippen with the fadeaway. And Scottie Pippen nails it. Michael double teamed, returns it to Scottie. Now it's Kukoc into the lane and to the hoop, and he's fouled. Rodman's going to check in. Let's see for who. Kukoc has free throws to shoot. Harper is the guy who's pulled.
Michael.
Kukoc cans the first one. Next weekend, coverage of the French Open from Roland Garros continues on NBC. Friday, coverage begins at 10 Eastern, 9 Pacific. That's correct. 10 Eastern, 9 Pacific with the men's semifinals. Then next Saturday at 3 Eastern, it's the women's final. Next Sunday at 9 a.m. Kukoc has it knocked away and stolen by Miller. Footwork. Jordan Reggie is fouled by Michael, who reacts with a disgusted display, thrusting both arms into the air.
See, I think that time the foot speed of Michael Jordan caught Reggie Miller, and he just threw him off balance a little bit. He took a swipe at the ball, but I don't think he touched anything. He cut his feet, so he really couldn't extend and get up. So I think that was a smart play by Jordan.
Just so the Jordan fans hold those cards and letters, I said it was a display of...
Took the feet out from under Reggie Miller so he couldn't plant or jump.
Kukoc's great shooting in this third quarter. It's still a 3-point game. That's where we were at halftime. That's what Larry Bird is trying to continually tell his team. We're still in there.
Michael poked away on a foul. Just as it was difficult, Pippen going out and Harper coming back in, to imagine the Pacers winning Game 6 with so little from Reggie Miller, and somehow they did it. How are they going to win Game 7 with Rick Smits giving them next on that possession? Here is Jordan. To Kukoc, who's been on fire and stays that way. 21 for Kukoc. Miller's pass squirts through Mullen's hands. And the Bulls have it back. Jordan trying to split the defense. And there's an...
Michael has great confidence in Tony. He's come through in this quarter, hitting big shot after big shot. And this is what you have to do to defend your championship.
2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in a third quarter that has belonged to Tony Kukoc. 5 of 5, 14 points. Dale Davis has it.
Get a quick 2-for-1 here. They're going to call a set play and go for one shot. They love to have Reggie come off a double screen up here at the top and flare for a three.
They can cut it to 2 or maybe 1 if they connect on a 3 here. It's Best driving on Kerr. Back out to Antonio Davis. 4 seconds to shoot. Does Best know that? McKee does, but it's short. Kukoc has it. 7 seconds to get off the quarter's final shot. Steve Kerr. Long 3. And it comes up way short. The Bulls led by 3 at the half. They tack a point onto their lead in the third quarter.
Bird is comfortable with the position that he's in right now because Indiana has dominated the fourth quarter in this series thus far.
That's 5 on Rodman. He's got 5. Pippen has 4. Mullins, Smits, and Antonio Davis all have 4.
Disappointed in that. Knows that Rodman has picked up his 5th foul in the Davis ball.
In the fourth quarter of a close game 7. Not what Phil Jackson had in mind. Rose, double pumps, hits, +1.
It'll be interesting to see how long where Chicago misses a Jason Caffey. He would come in right now, give him some energy. He can bang bodies. Now they have to go to a Dick.
Now Judd has it up top. Scottie Pippen. Back out to Kerr for a good look. He misses it though. Loose ball, fought for. Going to the floor is Antonio Davis, and the Pacers now can tie it. Bushler is on Rose. Around an Antonio Davis screen for the jump shot that evens the issue. Bushler, his first shot. He missed it. Simpkins diving for the loose ball along with Travis Best. And the foul is on Best of Indiana. Decided yet. Longley. Back to Jordan. Jordan spinning, twisting, looping one up there, no good. And finally a whistle stops play as the ball goes over to Indiana.
Today, Michael Jordan now 7 for 19 from the...
With 9 minutes left. Smits backing in on Kukoc for the jumper. It rolls around and drops home. Plus, you can tack a foul onto it.
See, there's a possible 3-point play.
Which he could.
This is what we're playing for. Bob?
Kukoc to Jordan. The Bulls playing for a 6th title. Pacers playing for a first ever trip to the finals. 7 misses in a row for Jordan, but not 8.
Offensive rebounds. You play the great initial defense. Remember what the first half was about, 15 to 1 on the offensive ball.
Plus he's got guard Miller, who swings it back to Smits. Driving on Kukoc. Contact, and the foul will go with Smits shooting 2. Trying to add to what is now a 1-point lead. It rattles in and out.
Job, and Longley's not in foul trouble. He only has 3 fouls.
And if the Pacers lose this game, they'll be able to go back and chart it right there.
What happens tonight? Jordan to the hoop. And he'll come to the foul line after an explosion to the basket. He can't do that as often as he once did. He can't do it throughout the game, but when he needs to, the explosion is there.
Bulls get Rick Smits involved in pick and roll. He can't jump out there to stop it. The Bulls know it. Look, he can't move his feet. He opens up, and he ushers Michael right to the basket for the dunk. So look for the Bulls now to get Rick Smits involved in as many plays as possible where he has to move.
24. The Bulls up by 1.
Longley back on Smits.
Smits shoots over him. And another chance for a 3-point play as Longley picks up his 4th foul. Smits, a good free throw shooter. Especially Jordan. Knocked away by McKee and cleanly. 3 Pacers surround Michael. And a jump ball is called. He can really jump, but Smits is 7-4. Smits tipped it, but right to Pippen. Best up on Kerr. Michael, head fake on Smits. offense. Into the lane against 3 defenders. Can't put it down. Loose ball tipped out to Pippen. Kerr can tie it. And does.
Offensive rebound that you don't get. A jump ball that you don't get.
Davis gives the Pacers the lead again.
I don't think you're going to see any flopping fouls in this last 6 minutes. The referees are going to make you earn it now. Game 7. The post.
Michael from Kukoc. Bounce pass to Longley. It won't go. Miller and Pippen battling, and Scotty comes away with it. Chicago leads it 81-79. Who goes to the floor to try to recover it, but his saving pass is stolen by Kukoc. Jordan taking it to the basket, taking a pounding. Players spilling all over the floor.
But Mark Jackson back into the game, Doug. They're taking the ball out of his hands, forcing Derek McKee to handle the ball.
Right now, they take Kukoc out and Kerr out. Their 2 best perimeter shooters, they come in with Rodman and Harper. Now, what that means, Bob, is on the offensive end of the floor, you can give more help and make Harper make a shot.
Michael misses them both. McKee draws the defensive assignment on Jordan. Smith's coming over with help. 5 on the shot clock. Michael dumps it off to an open Longley. And the Bulls have a little bit of breathing room. McKee, and he travels. And during the last timeout, still encouraging his teammates, still talking strategy. You remember how in the 3rd quarter, he stuck on 22 points. 2 points, Chicago lead. Michael Jordan. Every time he takes it to the hoop.
Not necessarily looking to score, but to absorb the contact and go to the free throw line.
He increases the lead to 3.
Coach, so you're going to see the offensive defensive substitution every time there's a dead ball in the last 2.5 minutes.
Jackson driving on Pippen, dealing out to Miller. Big 3. Won't go. In fact, an air ball. Perfect pass to Antonio Davis. Again, a 2-point game. Pippen driving. Throws up a little hook. And forces home, plus a foul.
Antonio Davis into a foul.
And Davis has fouled out. Pippen trying to take the lead to 5. Which he cannot do. But Jordan out-battles 2 Pacers for the rebound. And now he'll take some time off the clock.
Michael's going to open the court here and attack.
Trapped along the sideline. Ball loose. 4 seconds to shoot. Pippen got to get it off. Beat the shot clock, but missed it long. And the ball went over the top of the backboard as it caromed off the rim, and so the ball is given to the Pacers.
Up off the clock. They're going to run a curl and try to post Rick Smith.
They look for Smith, and Harper deflects it and comes up with the steal. Pippen looking inside. The Indiana defense in the half-court set is tough. 5 on the shot clock. Michael against McKee. Lets it go. And can't put the Pacers away, but the offensive rebound across the basket to Harper, which has been part of the story all night. The Bulls all over the offensive glass. 48 seconds from a rematch with the Jazz. But if the Pacers go here, they have not gone quietly. Jordan. Longley beats the shot clock. Rebound to McKee. Indiana still with a chance. Jackson. McKee out near midcourt. McKee for 3. It's long. And Michael is there, as he so often is, with whatever it takes. 12 seconds. Harper in the front court. 10 seconds. Miller reaches in and fouls him with 8.9. It appears the Bulls will survive the Pacers. But what Michael Jordan termed a bump in the road was anything but. It was a mountain to climb. And they barely reached the summit, if in fact they have. 5 points with 8.9 on the clock. The Pacers have been a poor offensive rebounding team all year. Part of that statistic attributable to the fact that they shoot well from the field, but nonetheless, they've usually been beaten on the offensive glass. It really caught up with them tonight. 22 offensive rebounds for Chicago to the Pacers 3. Smith grabs the rebound and asks for a timeout. 7.7.
Three-point game, and the Bulls came up with it, and the Pacers had a chance to go up 5.
Reggie Miller once scored 8 points in 8.9 seconds in a playoff game at Madison Square Garden. They're down 5 with 8.6 on the clock now. They restored a few tenths of a second during the timeout. McKee looks to get it in. Reggie running off screens, but it's Smits with a quick turnaround and miss. Dale Davis can't hit the tip. Longley has it, protects the ball, and on to the finals. For the 6th time in 8 years for the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan is with Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Michael, in all the championship runs, I don't think that you have had as much concern over a victory than you did tonight.
Hey, man, this team is real tough, as you can see. I mean, we had to fight for everything that we got. And, you know, we had some key plays from Judge Bushler. The Judge came in and gave us some great minutes. Steve Kerr got us back in the game in the first half. And I think that's where we really, you know, momentum-wise, started to pick things up. When we first came out, I could sense everybody was a little nervous, a little tense. But somehow when we got back in the ball game, we knew we were in a fight, but we knew we had a chance too.
One of the big keys in this game, like you were saying we was very strong this evening.
It is a we. It's not one individual. I know, you know, everybody maybe sometimes sit back and wait for me to do it. But today, everybody had to step forward. You know, this team played a heck of a game defense on me, and you know, everybody has to step up and expand the defense. And Steve Kerr really did a good job with that, and Luke and Tony Kukoc.
Now, the pressure is not off because this isn't the goal. The goal is in the next round.
Yeah, but we had to get to the round, so it was a hard fight, 7-game series. And, you know, Utah's back there waiting for us, and they got the home court advantage this year, and it's going to be even tougher. So, I mean, I think a day off will give us a chance to clear our minds and put what happened behind us and focus on what's in front of us.
All right, Michael, enjoy yourself momentarily. Gear up for the championship run. Let's go back to Bob Costas.